Alright guys, this is a question on indices and this is from past paper of AdMath 4037. Okay, so in this question we just have to simplify this expression. Okay, how to do that? Because the required form is already given in the question and ABC are constants. So the technique that I used here, as you can see, I just solved it for you, is a simple technique where I separate all the variables. So P is over here, you can see, and in the numerator it had a certain index -2, in the denominator also -2. Then Q is separated in the middle because Q is there once in the numerator and once in the denominator, but R is there in the numerator twice, so we have to write both of them. Okay, and then R is there in the denominator. Then simplifying the indices using the laws of indices, we can add them if they are in multiplication like I did here for R, and then we can subtract them if they are in um, division, right? So the form P to A and then Q to the index B, P to the index A, Q to the index B, and R to the index C. So I can clearly see that my A would be 0, my B would be -5, and my C would be -2/3. That's it for this question. Let's see another one in the weighting. Okay, so this question here is talking about an equation. This is basically an equation, right? Okay, so my hint here would be to think of a target base, right? I always talk about target base in these questions of indices. So that should be 5. Why? Why 5? Because on the right hand side there is a 5. Okay? 5 you can see on right hand side and it's a prime number. 5 is a prime number, so it can't be broken down further. Whereas 625 and 125 both can be expressed as 5, right? Can be expressed as base 5, and then some power of base 5 can be 625. Let's see, 625 is what power of 5? Check that on the calculator and let me know. Yeah, that's right. It's fourth power or index of 5, which makes it 625. What about 125? Yeah, good. On the way to 625, you encountered 125 when you did 5 three times. That means it's cube. Okay, so let's solve it. So 625 can be written as, okay, first copy it down for no confusion and then we'll do it. Okay, 625 we just saw it is this. Okay, whatever is indexed over there will be there, will remain there. Okay, okay, one thing I want you to notice here, that these are further indices and they will get cancelled out. So it's important to write them accordingly so that you have no confusion in solving them. Now what I'm talking about here is that this 2 and this 4 can get cancelled out because of numerator and denominator can get cancelled out vertically or diagonally, right? So you can cancel them out diagonally and now you're left with this, and you have an index outside which is this, right? In the denominator you can simplify, you can multiply the two indices and make it this. Okay, by the way, this is 1. Okay, let's write it down, that it also has an index which is 1, because sometimes students think there is no index so it's 0. It's not 0 guys, it's 1. Okay, let's multiply these two and they will become 2x cubed minus 2. Because of the rule of indices, you can just multiply further indices if you have an index over another index, just like in this case. So this is a case of further indices, right, where you can simply multiply them. Okay, the rule for further indices is this: if you have something like this, you can multiply the two indices and get going. Okay, now very little work left. You can subtract the two indices here because of the rule of indices. So I'm going to write like this. If you don't understand, let me know in the comments. Acha, you can just subtract the index that was there in the denominator. Now simplifying them will give me negative x cubed minus 2 and this. Okay, once you have same basis, you can get rid of them and simply equate the indices. So I am nearly going to see my answer there. Just shift it there. So negative 2 equals 1 plus x cubed. Shift 1 there. So negative 1, negative 2 is equals x cubed. Negative 3 is x cube, and you can simply take the third cube of negative 3, and that would be your x, right? So that's how you're going to do it, and you can simply get your answer by this. Okay, so all right, yeah, good. So thank you for this, and see you in the next video.